welcome back to another video. Demi here. If you are new and if you're returning, thanks so much for your support. If you are into self-care, motherhood, entrepreneurship, all those things, all the girly pop things, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I am currently sitting outside of Gusto. I just got something to eat really quickly. Just a kid's chicken and rice bowl because I do want to eat something and need to put something on my stomach because I haven't eaten anything. I haven't even drank coffee, matcha, no drinks today. The reason why I am eating now is because I just came from my laser appointment. I didn't want to sit there uncomfortable in the event my stomach was hurting from coffee because I'm really not supposed to be drinking dairy with my coffee, but I still push through. I just came from my laser hair removal appointment. I'm currently doing laser hair removal for my stomach, under, and my underarms, and it didn't hurt at all. Honestly, waxing hurts worse. It didn't hurt at all for me, so I'm excited to see the results of what this will look like. So that's the reason why I didn't get anything to eat. So I'm actually going to eat, and then I need to head home. It's almost 2:30. I'm gonna head home, get on the computer, work for a little bit because Mona and I are gonna meet at 4, but I also want to grab a matcha on the way home, even though I brought my matcha kit to make matcha at home. But anyway, it's supporting local business, so I'm not too mad about it. So I just wanted to check in with y'all. I'm gonna eat really quickly and then I'll check in with y'all a little bit later. So let me fix the camera angle, but I ended up buying this matcha set on Amazon. It was only like $13 and it comes with everything you need to make the matcha. I don't think that this is obviously the highest quality, but I'm just looking for something that's like beginner friendly because I want to start making matcha at home. And the same way I do my coffee. And then I also ended up getting this matcha as well. I'm watching 90 Day Fiance from Amazon. This was only like 10 bucks. So I'm going to attempt to make this. I'm going to clean this stuff up, wash it up, and then attempt to make a blueberry matcha. So let's see how this turns out. It's everything it comes with. So it comes with this cloth so you can make the matcha, this bowl. I like that it has a spout so you can pour it. This is a whisk holder, which I don't think I'll be needing that right now. And then these two things are the spoon and then the spoon rest. Here is the sifter, and then here's what you use to scoop out the matcha, and then the whisk. So I think I'll only need these things right now. I don't think I'll need that because I'm going to use another spoon for it.
I feel like I want to tell you something, but like I don't know how to like approach this topic. Tell me.
No idea how this is going to turn out. And don't mind the way I look because I just put baby girl down for a nap, so my hair's a mess. I think I put too much blueberry in it, so I didn't realize how much I was putting, but it's good. I got it from Aldi because the matcha place that I go to, they use a similar like blueberry syrup. It's in a white bottle. So I'm about to go clean my beauty room and see if I can get at least an hour of her napping so I can clean, because normally I'll nap with her, but I really need to get it together because I've just been chilling. So I'll check in with y'all a little later. I finally figured out how to do the tracking on the Osmo Pocket. So with that said, I wanted to show y'all the Nespresso order that I ended up placing. They always give you the sample, so I just got these two. It looks like there is an active and a boost. Hopefully they're the 2.7 because that's what I prefer. And I ended up getting 2 of the Nola blue bottle. Getting this again. This is the coconut vanilla. Mom. This one's also really good as well. Yeah, this mommy's coffee. And then I wanted to try this. It is the Oatly collab, but this is what the box looks like. And then this is what the side, and this is for use with oat milk only. I mean, maybe that's the preferred. I don't really drink oat milk in my coffee. I prefer whole milk, but I'm gonna try it with both because I do have some oat milk. My second favorite pod is this Hawaii Kona. It looked like this. This one was so freaking good. I'm getting these to restock my pods. I'm actually gonna make coffee. Like I said, I'm on a webinar. We'll be here for about the next hour and a half. Then I gotta drop baby girl off because I need to go to the center and have a meeting. And then they're also doing a like watch party for the World Cup. So I'm gonna go do that, spend some time there because the last 2 like meetups that they've had, I haven't had a chance to attend because I was either traveling or had calls during that time. So I'm gonna go show face and just be in community. came in. So I figured I'd show y'all what I got for Prime Day. I didn't really get too much because one thing about me is I am going to price compare before I buy certain things, because some of these things were actually cheaper before Prime Day. I already know how Amazon works, but I did do some price comparisons before I purchased these. So first things first are some panty liners. I wear panty liners every day, and this is the brand that works the best for me because it has the best adhesive, the Carefree, and I get the extra long. I got 2 packs of these because these were on sale for $6, and they're actually kind of hard to find. The extra longs are pretty hard to find, so I ended up getting these. I ended up getting another one of those cream mist sprays that I actually showed in the Sephora haul. This was $17.99. I believe it was 25% off, which is a better deal than Sephora, because with Sephora being VIB, I would only get 15% off. So that was the reason why I ended up getting that. And then these 2 things were things like household items that I ended up having in my cart for Walmart. I ended up getting a disposal cleaner, and I'm actually gonna use this today because I just finished cleaning the sink, and then a coffee maker cleaner. I usually use vinegar and water, but it is not necessarily recommended to do that for the Nespresso. So I was like, let me go ahead, since I have the Keurig and an espresso. They're both 1-year supplies, and these were, I think, $15 each. They weren't ever going on sale on Walmart, so that's the reason why I ended up getting these. I'll let y'all know how they work. And then I have 3 more things. The other 2 things I'll show y'all when they come in, because those are coming in tomorrow. This I used years ago before I got pregnant, and it worked well. I just stopped using it. I don't exactly know why. So I wanted to incorporate it back into my hair care routine. Rosemary, mint, scalp, and hair strengthening oil. Actually going to restock or like build out my medicine cabinet that's in the bathroom, but I use it as a skincare cabinet. I'm gonna have a skincare row and a hair care row, so I wanted to add this to that. I could not handle that. My lips are so dry. I'm using the REM Beauty lip oil because I've had it in my stock, and I've been trying to finish a lot of my lip products, but I think that stuff is drying out my lips more than moisturizing it, and I think it's a lip oil, but do not recommend. I'm just trying to finish it, and it's the nearest lip product to me. Try this foaming cleanser, and I like the size of it. The reason why I ended up getting a face wash is I have no face wash in my beauty room, no travel, no sample, nothing. So I'm pretty much already halfway through the Vitamask cleanser. So I wanted to go ahead and have this as a backup for when I run out. So I'll let y'all know how this works for me. And then the last thing I ended up getting is for my Osmo Pocket 3, and it's just this. It looks like this. It's like this magnet holder, and I wanted to get it for the cart when I go shopping, because a lot of times holding the Osmo Pocket and then having baby girl with me in the cart, it's too much, it's overstimulating. So I figured I'd get this, and had really good reviews as well. So that's everything that I ended up getting from Prime Day. Well, and then there's 2 other things, and I'll show you that once they come in. But I'm actually excited to use this disposal cleaner because I've been cleaning, kind of resetting and restocking the house and decluttering and throwing things away. So this is the other thing that I ended up getting from Amazon. It's the Sol de Janeiro Limonada Gelada. I think that's how you say it. It's part of their summer collection. I was debating between this and then the pink one, but I preferred the notes of this, but I think I would have enjoyed the pink one, but it ended up selling out on Prime Day. I had it in my cart a little too long, but I've been loving citrus scents, so I was like, you know what, I will give this a try. But it says Brazilian lemonade, which I've heard Brazilian lemonade is more lime based, coconut milk, and brown sugar. I'm out of breath because I was just running up and down the stairs trying to clean. And it was only $14, so that's part of the reason I ended up getting it. I probably should have got the pink one, but I told myself that I could only choose one. Oh, so this is very citrusy. I do smell like the coconut milk and the brown sugar, and more lime than lemon, but it smells good. I actually really like the way it smells. So this was a good one. I still want to smell the pink one just in case, but if I remember, the pink one was a little too floral, and then the blue one was more of like a water scent. I don't know how to describe it, but more of that fresh water scent. So I'm excited about this. So this was the other thing that I ended up getting, and I was waiting on, as I was telling y'all. And then the last thing, which is probably not going to get here until the end of the week, is the Topicals eye patches. I've never tried those. I did get some from TJ Maxx, but I've yet to open those because I'm trying to get through the eye patches I have currently in the fridge. That's why I'm pointing back here. But yeah, those are the last two things that I ended up getting. I need to go pick up baby girl, so I will check in with y'all a little later. Baby girl and I are in the Starbucks drive-thru because today, if you have the Starbucks app, you have early access. Yes, baby. And I wanted to see if this Frappuccino tastes the way it did years ago. I think this came out, I don't even know, like, I feel like when I had graduated high school. It's been a hot minute, but supposedly they use vanilla syrup in this rather than the graham syrup that they used back in the day, so we'll see if it still tastes the same. I'm hoping it does because it's like a nostalgic thing. And then we're gonna go to Ulta so I can smell a couple body mists because I want to place an online order since the Sniff body mists are 30% off. So let me get this, let me get settled, and then we'll do a taste test. So here is how it looks, and already off rip, I can tell you this is not how it used to look because it used to have the marshmallow foam or marshmallow puff, whatever it was, and then a lot of chocolate at the bottom. Pop looks like. Anyway, so it already doesn't look like it's gonna be the same, so let me go ahead and lower my expectations, but let's try it just to see. It just tastes like a coffee milkshake. Disappointed, but we'll finish it. All right, let's go into Ulta because I need to get her in her stroller. She's not having it. Show y'all, I actually ended up getting these yesterday. It's the MCO Beauty Perfect Pout Lip Liner in Cheeky Chat. This is what it looks like, and then this is the lipstick. It's what I have on my lips right now, and it's a very beautiful like pink mauve shade, very similar to Pillow Talk. If you know, you know. But these combo, it was on sale at Kroger for 50% off, so both of these were under $10, so that was a really good deal. I mentioned that we went into Ulta because I wanted to smell the Sniff cereal line, and I'm actually gonna pull up my Ulta cart right now because I figured I'd rather just order it online because there was a ton of free gifts rather than doing it in person. And so right now I have in my cart the Lucky Streak Body Mist Crunch Time, which Crunch Time I'm not a huge fan of because it is a definitely more, it's a heavy cinnamon scent, which if I do wear this, I think it'll layer nice with the Tree Hut Cinnamon Dulce, but more for the fall time. So I might still get that. These are $16.80 for the 2.5 ounce. And then Sniff Fruity Call, which smells exactly like the Fruit Loops, like a Fruit Loop cereal. I was scared that these would smell like a sour milk, but they actually don't. They smell very sweet and gourmand. And then I have two spray tans, one for me, one for a gift, but this pretty much said that it was like a coconut. I couldn't smell it in person. I think I smelled it last year though, and I do remember liking it a lot. So I have two of those, Ellis Brooklyn Banana Milkshake, Ellis Brooklyn First Date, and then I have two Ulta candles, Tropical Pineapple and Coastal Coconut. And then I have two Touchland hand sanitizers, the Ordinary Glycolic Acid, because I haven't purchased that in a while, but underarms as well as my scalp. And I think that's it. So if I spend over $90, then these are the free gifts that it comes with. So a 7-piece set, and then you get a bag if you purchase over $19 worth of Ulta Beauty stuff. And then here is an extra whip Sniff in the travel size if you purchase $68 of the brand. But yeah, that's everything that I have in the cart right now. I will let y'all know if I end up getting this or not. And I don't know, it's kind of a pricier purchase, so I'm gonna sit on it and think. But I did want to show y'all this Cheeky Chat MCO Beauty because I think it's a really pretty, it looks more brown in this lighting, but it's more pink in natural lighting. So I just wanted to show y'all this. Previous clips that y'all were seeing was, we were in Ulta, if I can remember correctly. It was so hot out there, it was like 95 degrees today, and I tried walking and we were both sweating. But I wanted to show you what I ended up getting because I did go into Bath & Body Works, Old Navy, and Target. I didn't get anything in Bath & Body Works. There were a good bit of things that I was like, you know, I could use some of these things, but I think I mentioned in a previous vlog that I could use them, but that doesn't necessarily mean I need them. I can use them up, if you know what I mean. So I've been really trying to do a better job of not buying things that I technically don't use all the time. And so with Bath & Body Works, I haven't really been shopping there. I haven't got anything from semi-annual beginning of this year or even middle of this year. So I'm very proud of myself because there was like a body lotion and some of the moisturizing hand sanitizers that I was thinking about getting, but I was thinking about getting that for baby girl's birthday party, but I didn't end up getting it. I might go back and get those because they were only like 74 cents. but that would be more as like a party favor gift. But I don't know yet because it's not really, it's on theme with what I'm trying to do, but it's not ethically on theme, if you know what I mean. So let me show y'all what I ended up getting though. And then I also have a basket of empties. I figured I'd start adding these to the vlogs, but I wanted to go through these and kind of give y'all some of my thoughts on this. And also went to CVS because had some rewards. I just ended up getting this 3-pack of the Boom Boom nasal sticks. This is what they look like. My sister put us onto this. Right now I have the spearmint and it works really well. It's good to clear up your allergies, congestion, open up your nasal passages, but it's a holistic nasal stick. So it's like essential oils. Then I ended up getting this soft soap Hawaiian luau. I needed like a few more dollars to pretty much use the coupon. So I ended up getting this to put in the guest bathroom. It just smells like a fruity body wash, so that's why I ended up getting this pretty universal scent. Ended up getting some bubble solution. Way too big for her, but I figured they were only $1, 4T and a 5T. I also ended up getting these cute little shorts. I love the floral print for summertime. I ended up getting myself this like fitted tank top. I love this pink color, so that's the reason I ended up getting it, perfect for summer as well. And these pants I figured with some Samba Janes would be really cute for her for the winter time. I'm a set, which this print is so stinking cute, so I just ended up getting this, and this was only $4.97 for a 2-piece. I pop in there every now and then because their clearance tends to be really good, and I feel like if I'm gonna be spending about the same price, like this probably would be the same price at Kids to Kid or Once Upon a Child. So I try to compare the prices of what I would get, because sometimes, although I love Kids to Kid and Once Upon a Child, sometimes they overcharge for certain clothes that aren't in the best condition. And I'm actually gonna pull the tags off of this and do a load for her. And then let me show y'all the empties that I ended up going through for June. So I also wanted to add her stuff in here too, because I will say, since my baby shower, I haven't really had to buy a lot of things. Clothes for her really is the only thing, but other than that, I don't have to buy a ton of, like, I didn't have to buy a ton of diapers because I got diapers up until she was about a year. And then I would have to buy like a pack here and there, but for the most part, I didn't really have to buy much. And so I'm very, very grateful for my village. But I figured I'd go ahead and throw in some of the things that she uses. This thing is this Aveeno Baby Calming Comfort. This smells really good. I use that, of course, for her bath time. Went through it pretty quickly because I probably put too much in the bath. Instead of using it as a body wash, I use it as more like a bubble bath. Daily Greens by, this is the EIB packaging, but Couture Skin. It is a small business, but absolutely love this scrub. It was one of my favorite scrubs I've ever used. This smelled really good in the bottle. I would not purchase this again, or really any of the body washes in that scent. I think I mentioned this in my favorites video. 10 out of 10 best feminine wash on the market if you are looking for a feminine wash. Love this. Walmart under $4. And then Vitamask, I really enjoyed this Vitamask line. I actually do want to re-up on this once I go through the other products that I have, but the Vitamask Hydrate Milk Glaze, comparable to the Road Glaze Milk. But this, I really, really love the formula. And I also love the mist as well. So I do plan to re-up on these once I go through my skincare stash. Let Me Purr, said this before on the Sephora video. Absolutely love this stuff. Been using that for about 8 months now, so love Let Me Purr. These, I don't buy them a lot. I have one right now because I was gifted one, but this one took me forever, like years to go through. And honestly, there has to be, these cannot be good for you because one spray and you can smell your entire house. It's kind of crazy to me, but I was determined to get through this, so I finally finished this. It was hot cocoa and cream. And then Vitamask Sugar Cookie Lip Mask. Love this stuff. This one was really good. I would definitely repurchase that again. And then I went through this Mint Chip Ice Cream, Bath and Body Works, this stuff. I love their foaming. I typically buy their foaming hand soaps over their gel ones. This Trader Joe's hair oil, I think this is supposed to be like the Olaplex oil, and I really, really love this stuff. Definitely gonna repurchase once I go through hair products. Finish Super Milk, of course, this is an OG. The Brazil Nut Body Oil from Trader Joe's. I use this at night. I like it. I don't think that it's something that I would continuously buy, especially that it's limited edition. But I finally got through this. I'm not a huge, I like thinner lotions, like more water-based lotions. So like oils and body butters, I really only use during the winter time, and I'm really not a fan of just like how heavy it feels. So and just where it gets everywhere. So I'm not a huge fan of like body oils in general, but it was decent for the price. And then this e.l.f. melting cleansing balm. I really like this. I don't think that I would repurchase it, but if it was gifted, I would definitely use it. I felt like it was a little bit heavier of a cleansing balm for me. Like, I think it was a little bit too oily, but I mean, it wasn't bad. I finished it. And then Pond's is another oldie but a goodie. This one is my favorite Pond's, the red one. I prefer it over the pink one, but this one is really good. My mom actually put me onto this, and I finally finished this travel size one. Last but not least is the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. I didn't mind this. It wasn't like the best thing, but it also wasn't the worst thing. It did hold my eyebrows in place, but I don't think that I would repurchase this because I think that there are many other drugstore versions on the market that are just as good. I'm gonna go ahead and get her laundry going and just prepare for dinner, and then I'll check in with y'all at a later vlog. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one.